Hello and welcome to Creative Writing. I'm so excited about this class, and I'm excited to meet you all over the course of the next week and over the course of the semester, and really excited to read your work and to see what you all come up with. So here we are in creative writing, which is it's going to be fun. It's going to be lots of work too. This is, it's not an easy A class per se. It's an English class, and you'll have writing to do every week. You'll also have reading to do. Something I like to say is that you'll be reading as much as you'll be writing. Something we'll be talking about a lot is how important it is to read, and how to, like I say, steal like a writer. We'll be reading work pretty much every week this semester, and I'll ask you to think, unlike an English 122 class, for example. In this class, it's not about analyzing it so much, although we will be doing analysis, but the point of that is to get at, what kinds of things inspire you in order to find out, to sort of steal different strategies that you could use in your own writing. And then, of course, we'll do writing every week as well. We'll have a series of different assignments that will help you develop your craft as a writer. A lot of small assignments called first draft assignments, because it's your first draft, your first attempt at something throughout the semester, and they'll be on different topics and in response to different readings. And you'll give feedback to your peers. So you'll read a lot of each other's writing, and you'll get feedback from each other as well. And we'll start talking next week about how to do that. That's a skill too, knowing how to read other people's writing and having something helpful to say about it. And then as the semester goes on, you'll do a couple of second draft assignments. So where you're going to take one of these short first draft assignments, and then you'll develop it into something more. So those are the first sort of big assignments we'll have, and you'll have one of those in early March and one of those in early May. And then the final assignment for the class is a third draft assignment, where you'll take one of those second drafts and make it even better. So it's kind of like a pyramid. You'll have lots of small assignments, first drafts, two second drafts, and then you'll have that final assignment, which will be the third draft assignment. So it'll be something you'll have spent lots of time with, and the length requirements will increase for as you do each of those assignments as well. I love teaching this class. I taught it face to face last semester, and I've in the past have taught it in a sort of hybrid online face to face format at another college a couple years ago. Um, and this is the first time I've taught it fully online, but I'm really excited because I actually find this class works pretty well for online classes, because there's something kind of um, I don't know. It's a kind of intimate thing to read other people's writing, and if you're doing it without the person sitting right there, it allows for a different kind of engagement with the work. I hope you'll find that this will be useful to you as well. Now, that said, I want to be really accessible to you. I want you to feel comfortable talking to me. I'm on campus every day, Monday through Thursday. I have office hours. So please come see me if you're on campus. I'd love to meet you. But also, I'll have office hours, and you can reach me through Zoom, which is a way to do video or conferences, or just a call, sort of audio, kind of like Skype call. And so please reach out. I'd love to talk and get to know you all a little bit better. A couple of things. There's a lot of details in this welcome module, but a couple of things I want to highlight. One is that it's really important that you log in every week and you stay on top of the work. There's no late work in this class. I know that's seems kind of a little hard ass on my part. And look, I just want to tell you the reason for that is that there's feedback. You submit work, and then your peers are giving you feedback. And so if you submit your work late, that really messes it up for the feedback. So no late work. All right. That said, if you have an issue with a bigger assignment, so that's a second draft or a third draft assignment, you have some issue that comes up ahead of time, we can work something out. But I need to know ahead of time. So just always reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you. Okay. The other thing is that you have a couple of books to purchase too. Um, so you have a textbook called Imaginative Writing, and it's really important you get the third edition, which is an old edition that's a little bit cheaper. So you can order that online. You'll see the information about that in the syllabus and in the welcome module. And then also there's a course reader that you need to pick up at a place in Pleasant Hill called Cybercopy. And if you're not local to Pleasant Hill, send me a message and we can make alternate arrangements so that you can print it out yourself. It's important to me that you print that out because I really want you to have the paper to make notes on and to sort of make your own and also to read because, as I mentioned in the post I put up there, research shows that we read a little differently when it's on paper. And I think the kind of reading I'm asking of you in this class will be better on paper. I will post PDFs at the start of the semester because I know it might take you a couple of weeks to get these things, but you want to get on that right away to have those things as soon as possible. The first 2 weeks I'll post PDFs, but after that I'm going to expect that you have your book and the course reader, and you'll need them to do the work in the class. Let's see. Another thing that you're going to need is a writing journal. And I'll talk a little bit about that in another video, which is your first module for the class. And I think that's it from me for now. You'll hear a lot more from me every week. I'm really excited to work with you all. Any questions, please reach out to me. You can always reach me through the Canvas Messenger or during my office hours. Through the Confer Zoom button, you should be able to reach me there. I'm really looking forward to working with you all, and have a great first week. I'll see you online.